All right, welcome race fans to Daytona International Speedway here tonight with the GAC Racing League for 75 laps in the nationwide cars. This is going to be exciting. These guys know how to get around this joint, I'm telling you. Thanks for joining us here on MaxSpeedTV. We appreciate it very, very much, and hopefully enjoy the show. We'll try to do our best here to keep you up on all that's going to be happening out here on the race. I got a new guy in the booth with me here tonight, Robert Riley. He's trying to learn the ropes. Scott, I don't know if Scott was having issues, and it doesn't appear that he's got them worked out yet. So, but he said he will try to return as soon as he gets that figured out. So welcome, Robert.
Hey, Rudy. Just glad to be up here in the booth with you and get a little bit underneath my belt.
There you go. That's a good way to do it.
I just love watching these cars out here, and Daytona is a unique place, and these guys going to put on a show tonight, Rudy.
Yes, sir. They're running 60% fuel, so we'll be seeing quite a few pit stops. And I think they do have a couple of resets. They usually run one or two. I can't remember. I can't remember all the stuff about all these leagues, but I should write it down. But they change it up quite a bit. You know, some of the leagues change it up quite a bit, so it's kind of really hard for me to keep track of all that stuff when they change it.
Yeah, it looks like they're running some pretty fast times too, Rudy. I see Justin Rogers up there around P1 at a 47.211. That's pretty fast here in a nationwide Xfinity car.
Yes, sir. This is their own fixed setup. Vince and Vinny actually built the setups for them, and he did make a few modifications on the setup that helped it turn better. He said he didn't like the way the fixed setup turned. It seemed like when you went into the turn, it didn't want to turn, you know. So he made some modifications on it to make it turn better. I did hear that when I was over to their team speak.
Well, Rudy, you know, before this last big bill that iRacing had come up with, we wasn't turning but 49s in that Gen 6 car. So that's a big improvement. Of course, now you got to take into consideration there's the draft here.
Right. Oh yeah, big difference. And you know, and this B car has really improved in you know, popularity. It's come a long ways. You know, the car's always been a kind of mediocre car where people could take it or leave it, and boy, it's really improved in popularity. And now that they have the new, you know, the Ford and the new Camaro, has really made a big difference. So you know, everybody really likes the new Camaro. They like the looks of it, the feel of it, and everything. So kind of cool.
Well, I think that we'll see some really fantastic close racing tonight, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Heck yeah, it'll be exciting. Well, a few shouts out to some of our faithful viewers. Cameron, Diane, Sharon, Leanna, Dylan, Pat, Logan, Dan, Steve, sometimes he tunes in, and kind of good to see we have some faithful viewers. If they don't show up right away, they'll show up eventually.
Well, that's what it's all about right there. As long as they get in here and take a peek at what's going on, that'd be great.
Yes, sir. Got a couple of the wives that tune in.
Well, I made it, Rudy.
Oh, hey, good.
Dude, I have no idea how that just happened, but I had to go through my entire apartment until I found the switch that had clicked off the power on this whole entire wall, and I finally found it.
Wow.
You know those little on the plugs, like in the kitchen and stuff. They got those little red and black plugs. Yeah.
Yep.
It was the one in the back of the apartment, ironically, in the back vanity.
Yeah, we have one in the kitchen that does that from time to time. It's like a little breaker on the box itself.
I've never had that happen. That's why I couldn't figure out which one it was, and that's why I was texting you. I don't know if you got my text or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got power back on. I'm good to go. I'm coming into the room now.
Okay. You have the password, right?
Same as last week.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, Robert kind of wanted to come in and get his feet wet a little bit. He said until you showed up, and I said, well, come on in. So,
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had just been in TeamSpeak and told them that I was going to go eat real quick. And then while I was preparing, getting the food off the grill, I looked over and saw I had no power and everything was off.
Oh, man.
If it's not one thing with this computer, it's something else, really.
Well, that's not the computer's fault.
No, but it had to do with my computer. That's the thing.
There's the Mr. Bubble machine.
Now I can't get iRacing to open.
Well, you're just having a big problem with that, ain't you, buddy?
Yeah, it's a pain. I'm probably going to have to shut it down and restart it. It's just not opening at all. Hang on a second.
I usually like to go out and turn a lap with the guys, but I really did not have time tonight. So.
Yeah, guys, I'm going to have to do a reset. I'll be right back.
Well, I'll tell you what, Rudy, I'm just amazed by, the top 19 cars are all separated by just very little, and it's just amazing that he's got that set up. Probably the adjustment, him turning it into the corner is, he probably put a little bit of rear steer in it to get it to float into the corner a little bit better.
Could be, yeah. I don't know what he was going on about something, telling him what he did and everything, but I had to get out of there, and I just wished him luck. I just wished him good luck, and hopefully, I don't want to have to talk to him on the track, but if we have to, we have to.
Okay, I'm just hearing that they're going to the drivers' meeting this time, Rudy.
All right, sounds good.
Well, next Tuesday night, this is where it all begins for me, for my new adventure. We'll be running the trucks here next Tuesday night.
Very good. Well, this is a good place to start out right here. I'm telling you, it's a nice track, plenty of room for I guess for lack of a better way of putting it, a good place for more room for errors, make mistakes that can be covered up. You can kind of cover them up a little, but yeah, it'll be cool.
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a little nervous, so to speak, but I think I'll do all right.
Oh, I was very nervous my first broadcasting, my first official one. I mean, I felt really comfortable and really, where I thought, heck, this is going to be nothing. I did a lot of testing and practicing up and everything, and I felt really comfortable. And I thought, okay, I got everything. Man, I ran through everything 1,000 times, and I get in there, and I actually did pretty good. But man, I was nervous as all get out, just shaking, and I was like, man, calm down. What am I doing? I got this. But yeah, I understand, totally understand. Been there, done that.
Can you poke me the password, Rudy?
I thought you said you had it.
The one I thought it was ain't working.
Well, that's the password. That's how I got in. Hold on. Well, I can't say it over the air.
Yeah, no, that's why I wanted you to poke it to me. I didn't want you.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not what I was putting in.
Oh, that's the same as it was last week.
Well, after I went to that dry run last night that we done, and I mean dry because it didn't go nowhere. I mean, yeah, I settled down after about the first 50 laps, you know, and it just started being real smooth at that point.
Oh yeah. I watched a little bit of it, but you didn't do a whole lot of talking in there. I think, and it doesn't really matter. I think you could. It's the talking part's not going to be the problem. It's learning the cameras and all the things that you got to do. Not taking anything away from Scott or any of the other commentators that helped me in the booth, but the commentators really got the easy job. I mean, the guy that's running the cameras and doing all the stuff that I do every day, as you well know now, Robert, it's not easy.
Absolutely, Rudy. And that one that you watched, I didn't commentate that. I didn't have nobody with me at that point. I was just running the cameras, and I told the individual that's what I was going to do. And
Yep.
So tell me, how did it look with the cameras?
Not bad. It had a little bit of jerkiness to it, but not too bad. Okay, I'm going to mute you guys, and we'll be back in just a minute.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And then,
All right, we're back, guys.
All righty. Looks like we're about 2 minutes into qualifying, Rudy. And right now, Paul Zoda's up on the pole. How about that? Don Steves in second. Oh, and now we got some guys knocking those guys down.
Yep. There's Mr. Bubble Machine up on the top.
Yes, sir. Tony Gray's up there, too, the rookie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he ran really well last week.
Rudy, I'm going to step away for just a second.
Yep.
Be right back.
Daytona.
Looking at Justin Rogers, Rudy, look like he's shut his car off. I think he's going to be done with it. I think it was like one and done
Well,
for him.
yeah, not too bad. I mean, he took the top spot, and Mark McFadden 4/1000ths of a second behind him. Pretty close.
That is really digging without any help pushing you. So I'm sure once all these cars get together, Rudy, it's going to be a lot faster time than what we saw in practice.
Michael Campbell third, Gary Shank fourth, Terry Bellinger in the top 5. Now Terry had a good run last week. James Hickson, haven't seen him in a little while. He's been kind of away, but all right, looks like that's going to do it for qualifying, and we're about to head to the grid here. So let me get down here trackside. And we will run down through the running order here. Okay, starting on the pole, Justin Rogers in the number 21 there with a 49.949. Congratulations to him for that pole. Mark McFadden starting second. Michael Campbell third. Gary Shank fourth. Terry Bellinger fifth. James Hickson sixth. Tom Clayton in seventh. Vincent Vinny eighth. John Stanley ninth. Kevin Cornelius in 10th. Rolando Arroyo in 11th. Don Steves 12th. Tony Gray 13th. Michael Palmer in 15th. Len McNeese 15th. What did I say? 15th, 14th, whatever. David Gainforth, last season's winner, was in the truck series, wasn't it? Yeah, truck series, I believe it was. They ran trucks last season.
Yes, sir.
Was our winner last season. So starting 16th. Chuck Shaw 17th. Paul Zoda 18th. Timothy Kelleher at 19th. John Estes 20th. Paul Cohen starting 21st. Robert Fuller 22nd. Fred Cook 25th. Jeffrey Coaches. Oh yeah, that's right. Coaches in 26th, and I guess that rounded out the field. Billy Rodenberger 28th. I guess I don't know.
You got Philip Bundick 27th and Billy Rodenberger 28th. Well,
they didn't show up on my relative, so they must have joined just as they were gridding. That's the way it works. When you do that, you don't show up on the relative.
Everybody getting here late tonight, Rudy.
Yep, I guess.
Everybody having issues tonight. But I made it, and so did they, so we're ready.
Roger that.
And I have no sound. Why do I have no sound? Give me just a second.
Well, pretty good sized field.
I was just fixing to say, yeah, there's quite a few cars out here.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is Daytona. You know, you get people crawling out of the woodwork for these super speedways. You get people that aren't even in the league in there.
Yes, sir.
You know.
All right, Rudy, I think I got all my issues solved now. I'm ready if you are, buddy.
All right, well, get them going, Scott.
Yes, sir. Race number 2 here at Daytona, the GAC League. We're about to drop the green flag, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Justin Rogers and Mark McFadden are going to lead us to the flag. We just need the green flag, and we're going racing. Pace car's off. And the green flag is out, and we're underway here in the second race of the season of the GAC League. On that high side, Mark McFadden pulls away, Rudy, trying to clear the 21.
Yes, sir. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it up there by himself or not. Doesn't look like it. The bottom line's going to prevail.
Yep, didn't have enough go-go juice there on that run. He tried, though.
He's going to fall
Nobody
back.
back there helping him.
Yeah. He just had, boy, it just seemed like that outside line did not go, didn't it?
No, sir. Nobody went with him. He was the only one. Hickson's still trying to catch up on that outside line. Being pushed by Vincent Vinny.
Yeah, it looks like Billy Rodenberger and Fred Cook did not. I guess they're not in there.
Fred fell to an unacceptable level, but he just reconnected.
Okay. And Justin Rogers leads the very first lap of the race, so 74 more to go here, folks.
I was just about to look to see how many laps this race was.
75. All right, Michael Campbell goes up to the high side all by himself. Don't know what happened there. Must not felt comfortable or something there. Oh, looking for his partner. There he is, going to hook up with Mark McFadden.
Hey, you know, that's how it works around this place, Rudy. You want to get a partner, and you want them to help you out during the entire race.
Oh, definitely, yep. Well, some of the guys falling back here. John Stanley pulling the second group around. Not really falling off or nothing. I mean, they're still in the draft, but they'll start losing that draft pretty quick. The one that's kind of making me a little nervous back here, Don Steves in 15th, is about to lose the draft to that front group because
somebody's loose.
That's not
56.
Yep, that's not going to be good. Chuck
He
Shaw.
saved
Boy, that's going to be costly for him. He doesn't hit anything, but boy, he's going to have to wait till it comes to a screeching halt and get started again, and he's going to be way back in the field.
And nobody hit him either, Rudy.
No, he just got loose coming into the turn there and caught that white line, and that's all it takes. Brand new leader, Gary Shank.
And you were talking about that second pack being led by John Stanley. They caught that first pack, and now it's a big, long line on the bottom, Rudy.
Yes, sir. It's all the way. But Don Steves, like I said, he was falling way back. They're 2.6 seconds behind the leader. That whole group not tightening up.
And now John Stanley going up near the wall, and he's going to fall back.
Yeah, everybody's looking for somebody to go up there with them, and nobody wants to make that move to go up there.
Still a long way to go in this one.
Yep. David
and we got a wreck, Rudy.
Uh-oh.
25 at Gary Shank flipping all over the track.
Oh,
people. Oh, Robert Fuller. Bunch of cars in it in here in the back. Big one at Daytona early.
Boy, I'm telling you. Okay, we're going to go
back.
That
could have been one or two cars, Rudy, but you know, the 7 come in there extremely hot, and man, people weren't slowing down, and it dominoed from there.
Watching here from Gary Shank. Oh, right there, Mark McFadden hooks the 92 of Michael Campbell, and Michael comes down the hill right into the side of Gary Shank. Michael continued on, but wow, Gary Shank just getting flipped around and more cars getting involved. Wow, that was brutal.
Yeah, the number 7 had a lot to do with that there on the slowdown of everybody. He didn't slow down and got into a couple different guys.
Dang. All right, he's back on his roof on pit road. Must have had to do a tow. So we're not sure if everybody's going to have to come down pit road or not, but Terry Bellinger in the lead. Hasn't officially led a lap yet, but I don't know if they're going to come down pit road or not. I think he wants to stay out there and lead a lap. We got a lot of cars behind him coming down pit road. Michael Campbell coming down pit road. I was looking at his car. Boy, a lot of damage on his car.
And Terry Belanger's got that Dale Earnhardt Jr. Elvis paint scheme on there tonight. I'm digging that.
How come you're yelling?
I'm not. I was just talking.
Okay, sounds like you're yelling.
Oh, they always complain every week that they can't hear me.
Oh, that's
But I'm
true.
not. I'm just talking.
I don't know, man. I'm watching the meters like pegging.
You turned my volume up last week. That might be it. Remember?
Yeah. Steve goes, wow. Well, he's yelling. He's like, it's like, okay, I got you.
I'll just let you do all the talking, Rudy.
No, don't yell, buddy. Don't yell, please.
I wasn't. I'm just talking.
Okay. Gotcha. Oh, man. Yeah, that was a heck of a wreck.
Already covering pit road here. Justin Rogers, who led early laps, looked like he had extensive damage to the right rear of his car.
Yeah, they did have a reset, though, didn't they? They should have. Yeah.
Yeah, they have a reset.
Yeah,
They have a
One
reset.
patch repair.
Yep. He probably had to tow. I don't know. I didn't see where he wound up getting into that wreck or anything.
A few more cars coming down pit road.
Yeah, Michael Campbell on pit road, Len McNeese, and John Stanley. Fred Cook's out there, but right now I'm showing him about 6 laps down. That's unfortunate for him. Did get trying to remember who that was that sent me a message now. Somebody sent me a message earlier saying that they had a new paint scheme.
A leader's got a new paint scheme.
You know, it wasn't him. Might
My
have been,
paints weren't right last week, so I couldn't tell you.
I think it might have been Paul Zoda. No, it wasn't Paul Zoda. Justin Rogers, maybe? Maybe it was Justin Rogers, I think. I don't. Somebody did.
It's one of them.
Yeah. It's somebody that I usually have, they usually, they'll send me a message on Messenger, on, Facebook Messenger.
I'll tell you who's due to change one. That's James Hickson. Ever since I've known him, he's been running the Slim Jim car. It's time to change it up, James.
Yeah, maybe bring him some better luck, huh?
I've known him over a year, man. He's been running that same paint for over a year. On the truck, too.
Well, that's good because, we were talking about that earlier today, that, us as broadcasters, we get used to a certain paint scheme, and we can tell by looking at that car who it is. We don't have to look at the number, And when people change paint schemes, and some people change them like they change their underwear, you know. and you know, it's like every other day they got a new paint scheme. It really makes it hard on the broadcasters to you know who they are. They have to actually look at that guy's number, you know, to tell who it is.
That's why I just follow the numbers
Yeah.
instead of following the paint. Because, yeah, everybody changes their paint all the time, so it's impossible to keep up with it.
Yeah.
All right, Rudy, get us going on this one, buddy.
All right. Sure will. Well, Mark McFadden going to be starting on the outside again. Let's see if he can do better this time. Maybe he'll get somebody to go with him this time. The 31 of Michael Palmer right behind him. Michael's got a little damage on that car, but opted not to use that, you know, that reset, which some of the drivers, you know, that's a new option in iRacing now. You can opt to not use it, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like the fact they gave you that option.
That's been a long time overdue.
Yes, sir.
All right, pace car's in. And the green flag is out. And Mark McFadden jumps right out ahead again. Now this time
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't go up on the high side.
29 just did not go. They're
Yep.
asking him what gear he's in.
Oh, we got
He's
some
saying it
wrecking.
wouldn't go.
We got some wrecking behind him.
Yep, someone in the inside wall, another car in the grass.
Man.
No caution.
Nope. Well off the track and no caution. Right. It's like Chuck Shaw and Rolando Arroyo. And
That was weird, Rudy. We're getting reports that the 29 he put it to the floor and it just wouldn't go.
well, he was probably in fourth gear.
No, he's baffled.
That's weird.
Yes, sir.
Well,
That's what allowed McFadden to get that big run. He took off.
yeah, that really split the field up now. We got these front five here pulled away by a second and a half over Terry Ballinger. And look who comes right up here in ninth. David Gainforth into eighth. Not wasting any time. He wants to try to get up here and probably get some points. If I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, Scott, but he did not have a good finish last week, did he?
14th.
Yeah, not a good finish.
Yeah, he was in the pack all night, and
Yep.
he wound up getting collected in one of those accidents. So, yeah, it wasn't a good start for a defending champ.
Right. Well, Timothy Kelleher in 13th back here. Usually see him work his way up through. Michael Campbell with had some serious damage, got caught up into that wreck. Here he is back in 14th. As you can tell, just not up to full speed. Tom Clayton. Yeah, Tom Clayton, him trying to come around here. Len McNeese on pit road. Unscheduled pit stop for Len. Looking to see what kind of damage he's going to have on that car. Rolando Arroyo in 18th. As those three got collected together.
Yeah, Paul Cohen's got some damage. I'm thinking he might have been the guy that was down on the inside wall in the grass.
Yeah. John Stanley a lap down. Gary Shank a lap down. Tony Gray a couple laps down. And Fred Cook is rounding out the field. Fred's in a good place here, mixed in with some traffic, and that could be a big help for him. Oh, what the heck? What is that? I just seen a car. It looks like he's dropped clear down to... What the heck is that? Boy, he was like Len McNeese's car. I don't know what's going on with that thing, but it looked like the whole left side of the car. You see that?
Let me go check him out.
Look at Len McNeese's car. It's like the whole left side of the car is dropped down. Like he's got...
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Like the shocks on the leg. He's into the wall. Something's wrong with his connection or something.
Something is really up with Len. Wow. That's,
Almost looks like you see one of them old cars riding around where the shocks are giving out on one
Yeah.
side or in the back or something.
Yeah, or
Oh, we got a caution, Rudy.
both the left side tires are flat.
That'll do it.
Oh, David Gainforth caught up in that deal again. Oh my!
We were just talking about it.
I got to quit talking about them guys. They're gonna think I'm jinxing them.
We're just talking about his bad performance, and let's take a look and see what happened here.
Oh, what happened there?
Looks like he just got loose.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, he just turned left, and when he did, the back end come out from behind him. He
Yep.
caused that.
Oh my! Yes, he
That is
did.
weird.
I'm just wondering. I know, just to kind of catch up the speed. Vincent Vinny built the setup, and the guys were asking something about the way it drove or something, and he said, well, he did that to try to help the guys turn into the corners better. So it could be maybe it is a little bit too free or something. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is.
I was just about to say that I've seen that happen in open setup races, but I've never seen that happen with an iRacing setup.
Well,
But if this isn't I was going to say, if this isn't an iRacing setup, then that could explain that.
Yeah.
That was just crazy.
Yeah,
That's
was.
not supposed to happen.
Nope.
Oh, we got another car in the wall in the front stretch trying to slow down. The 01 just hit the wall.
Oh man, you're kidding me.
Nope. 01 of Don Steves was trying to slow down, and he wound up pile driving on the outside wall.
Oh my. In the Skull car. Boy, I haven't seen the Skull car in a long time.
I'll tell you what, some guys, and we got another wreck up here at the entrance of Pit Road, Rudy. We got cars in the grass. This is wild.
I'm just wondering if something may be wrong with the server.
I'm not sure. Either that or everybody's been drinking tonight. One or the other. I mean, this is getting out of control here under this caution.
Man, I'm telling you, this has been wild.
Well, while Lynn McNeese was on pit road, guys, I was watching him, and when he exited pit road, he was gingerly shaking his wheel back and forth. I don't know if it was a steering issue that he had or what.
Well, his car does look a lot better. No, it's still dragging down to the bottom. What the heck is going on?
So on that pit road deal, Rudy,
Yeah.
what happened was number 49 was out on the high side of the track and decided at the last second to make a last second pit stop while number 12 was barreling down on him, and 12 wound up slamming into him, and it caused that whole melee at pit road.
Oh my.
And it was the 12 and the 49. It looked like there was 3 cars, but the 92 got stopped and avoided it. But yeah, that's what happened with the 12 and the 49.
Well, this is caution number 2.
It's been a wild caution.
I'm telling you.
This feels like 2 cautions in one.
Yeah. Well, pretty much it was.
Yeah. Actually, there were 3 cautions in there.
Well, Mark,
Lynn
go ahead.
McNeese trying to get back to pit road. He's back into the wall, Rudy. He's got some terrible problems. It's dragging real bad.
And
Sounds like connection problems.
it's a tough break for him because boy, he's such a good driver. You know, we've seen him in victory lane last season, and I think he was even in shock that he ran that well and just happened to be at the right place when the caution come out and had the lead and won it. And man, it was amazing. He was so pumped up.
Oh, Rudy, we got one that's taking it behind the wall. Paul Zoda has taken it behind the wall, and he's called it a night.
Yeah, tough break for him, man. What the heck? Wonder if he got caught up in something there, or if he just didn't.
Yeah, he had damage. Remember I reported to you, he
Yep.
had a right rear wing problem, and I didn't go back and look at it, but I'm almost positive he was the car that was down in the grass on the inside wall. He hit it pretty hard too.
Well, it looks like Len McNeese may have taken his car behind pit road too.
Yes, he did.
All right, so
So
Mark McFadden starting on the pole again here. Michael Palmer second, James Hickson third, John Estes fourth, Jeffrey Coaches in fifth, Timothy Kelleher sixth, Justin Rogers seventh, Chuck Shaw eighth, Vincent Vinny up to ninth, and Michael Campbell 10th. Wild night of events here at GAC. I'm sure I'll get an earful later on from these guys going, wow, man, this was a weird race.
There's been some weird things happen so far. From the guy not going on the restart, the people trying to make last second pit stops and getting run over, to all kinds of crazy stuff tonight.
All right, they're doubling up.
Len McNeese blowing 2 left side tires for no apparent reason.
Yeah, or whatever the deal was there.
The Daytona Gremlins are here tonight, folks.
Is it a full moon?
Yeah, I don't know. Might be.
It is somewhere.
Daytona Gremlins. I like that. Well, our Canadian brother Mark McFadden in the lead, with the red maple leaf on the side.
Oh, get us going, Rudy.
Okie dokie. Yeah, Paul, I don't know. There's got to be some weird things going on in that server, man. We've seen some weird stuff tonight. Car spinning for no reason. Weird. Okay, pace car is on pit road and green is out. One more time.
Some quick greens tonight after that pace car goes in.
Yep.
Have you noticed that?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's only just a few feet to where the line is where they get the green, so... But yeah, they are a little quick tonight. Of course, the guys are laying back off the pace car quite a bit, and that does make a big difference.
That's true.
All right, Michael Palmer now tucked right up under Mark McFadden. James Hickson up on the, or no, I'm sorry, not up on the high side. Actually in third, the 72 of John Estes going backward.
Now Hickson goes to the high side for some reason. Guess he didn't want to be in third.
If they keep having weird things in here, Paul, maybe they ought to think about maybe rerunning this race or something. There could be a server issue. I don't know. We've seen some really weird things. If you go back and watch a replay on that, Paul, you'll see some weird things. It's like, woo. Talking to him in chat.
Oh, we got a wreck, Rudy. We got another big one.
Oh, man. Oh. Timothy
5 or 6 cars.
Yeah, it looks like Timothy Kelleher got involved in that. Not sure what happened here. Well, let's go back and look. Oh, it looks like he come right down. No, he's not going to try to go in that hole. Yes, he is. He tried to come right down in front of the 92. So no gremlins there, just Timothy Kelleher thinking he was clear and thought there was a hole there big enough to put his car in, and there just really wasn't.
Needs to fire his spotter on that one, Rudy.
Yep. Yes, sir. I'd definitely fire that spotter. Hey.
Little quick note, guys. Len McNeese has returned to the track. He must have went out and reset his computer or something, but he is back on track now.
Good. Good deal. Let's see how his car. Oh, his car looks so much better. At least now it's not dragging down to the left. Yep, you're right. That could have been a connection issue. Well, I guess it's probably a good thing we're all not out there racing tonight.
Yeah, I've had enough computer problems not being on the track tonight.
Yep.
I almost didn't even make the race because of some late last-second issues 15 minutes before the race.
I had your back, buddy.
I appreciate that. It's been so many issues with this computer here lately, and it didn't have anything to technically do with the computer, but still, it's like, what's next?
Mark McFadden, is he going to fake him out? No, he's bringing him down pit road.
Wow. They were just on pit road, weren't they?
Well, he has not been on pit road. Mark has not. Mark, James Hickson, and trying to catch up with Michael Palmer, Chuck Shaw. These guys have not been on pit road.
Good to see Kevin Cornelius back this week. He's on pit road. Rolando Rojo, Gary Shank. A lot of these guys coming down to get some fresh rubber and fill it up.
Well, Vincent Vinny's staying out, and he will get scored leading that lap. It's kind of a bummer, Paul. Man, I hate to see guys get wrecked out. You know, you weren't even a third of the way through the race and get wrecked out. That's a bummer.
How many cautions is this, Rudy? 3 or 4?
3. Double check here. Yeah, third caution. Had five lead changes, and we got 55 to go.
Well, Rudy, did you get a chance to get a shout out to our sponsor, Sim Garage, tonight?
It's on there.
Oh, that's right. You put it up there permanently now.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep. But yeah, folks, check out Sim Garage here for button boxes, custom built. Tell him what you want, and he will build it to your liking. So get a hold of Steve and tell him MaxSpeedTV sent you, and hey, he'll hook you up. Check them out at simgarage.com, folks.
Rudy, this is weird. Lynn McNeese, I just been following him, see if he had any more issues. He's sitting on the backstretch, just sitting there in the car.
Yeah, something's not right with his deal tonight. That is really weird. He must be still trying to figure it out.
Might be seeing a white flag from him soon.
Michael Palmer, yeah, he's back in 10th place right now, but he did have some damage from an earlier incident. I don't think he barely got involved in it, but Len McNeese is going now. Maybe he had to wait on something.
The field. That's what it looked like. He started rolling as soon as the leaders went by.
Yeah.
And now he's going by again on the bottom, so I'm not sure what's going on here.
I don't know. He is really trying
Len's
to figure
doing his
things
own
out.
thing tonight.
Oh, Paul Zoto's saying 2 guys' pedals just stopped working. Wow.
I might unplug my computer, all these gremlins around there.
I'm telling you, man, everybody having all kinds of issues tonight. One of them kind of nights.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. I'm not too sure. Oh, Len's not seeing any front left tire. Oh, what the?
Yeah, he's definitely got some connection issues.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, Rudy, the lights are out. We got them lined up too wide. We're about to go racing again.
Roger that. Get him going.
10-4. Hopefully we can stand a green flag for a little while here.
Well, we are about almost a third of the way through the race.
Showing a lot of damage on the 49 of Fred Cook back here. Saw a car sideways coming out of the turn. It was the 49, and I see why. He's got a lot of damage.
And Paul's saying that we can see the left front tire, but apparently Len cannot. He does not see any left tire, front tire. So, I don't know what's going on with Len's stuff. Hey, if it rolls, roll with it.
Well, here comes the pace car. Pace car is going to be in. Green flags back out, and we're racing at Daytona again. And the top line doesn't go, Rudy.
Wow.
Every restart we've seen that. One of the lines just does not go. This time it's the top line.
Yeah, James Hickson just like not going.
Sleeping up there or something.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we can get some green flag laps in this time. Kevin Cornelius in sixth place as he goes on by James Hickson. Excuse me.
That's so weird how that's happened on every restart tonight.
Yeah, either the top line or the bottom line is not gone.
Wonder if that has something to do with the server.
I don't know. There's some weird stuff going on. Chuck Shaw back here in 13th place. Michael Campbell 14th.
And Timothy Kelleher took it behind the wall, Rudy.
Oh, man. No, Timothy.
Daytona claims another one.
Dang. Mark McFadden, which has led to most laps right now, back in 7th place and nobody hooking up with him. But look where James Hickson's at.
Hey, he's just fading back.
Yeah, he is way back here just after he was just starting on the outside of the front row on that restart. And here he is way back here, 8th place, 1.7 seconds behind the leader.
And it seems like he's falling further and further back of the 48 of Mark McFadden, which is running by himself. So that should be happening.
John Estes 9th. And he's got a little bit of right rear damage on John's car. I was just looking at that. Terry Bellinger. Let's see, Justin Rogers now is back here in 12th place after he was involved into that one wreck. And Chuck Shaw 4 seconds behind the leader, trying to work with Michael Campbell to get back to the front. David Gainforth in second. You know, he worked himself all the way from the 16th position clear up here to second now.
He was involved in that one accident as well. He's at a reset, so he's got to keep it clean the rest of the way.
Yeah, well, if he could stay out front, he might just make that happen. But, boy, the way the Gremlins have been hitting tonight, I don't know. Weird things going on in this server tonight.
Yes, sir.
Tom Clayton taking up the 4th spot, Kevin Cornelius 5th, and Jeffrey Kochis. Is that how you say that?
Yes, sir.
Kochis almost starting to lose the draft to that front 5. Boy, you don't want to do that.
How about the number 66, Rudy?
66.
He won the 66. He won last week's race, and here he is in 4th place tonight. The rookie, Tom Clayton.
Yeah. Ready to rock and roll, ready to bring it to victory lane again. He's keeping himself in that position, ready to strike here when it comes down to the end. But, you know, they're only running 60% fuel load here tonight, so we're going to see a few pit stops.
That is if they're able to run enough green flag laps.
Yeah, probably 3, I would say. Oh, who's that 51 got out of shape right there? Paul Cohen. I don't know if that was a hook or what was going on there, but boy, did he almost lose it.
I think there was a lap car on the outside that he was trying to avoid it come down on him, Rudy.
Oh, okay. I guess I wasn't paying attention. I must have looked away when that happened. But he's still in good shape. He's 6th place, but he's losing that front pack draft a little bit. Mark McFadden bringing the whole rest of this pack around, and these are a lot of these cars in this pack back here, minus Mark McFadden, have got damage. So I don't know. That might not be a good thing for Mark McFadden. He doesn't really have anybody fast enough to suck up onto that rear bumper. Just looking at Gary Shank, which is a lap down, and he used his reset. He's got his car back up here, trying to get up toward the front, if at all possible. No, I guess he didn't use that reset because he's still got damage on the right front corner.
That second pack's just going to need a caution to come out. I don't think they're going to be able to catch him, especially racing side by side back here.
Yep.
They're having their own little race back here. And meanwhile, that front Ford, they're just driving away.
Yep. Well, that's kind of good for them, but bad for the rest of the field, you know, because they're just falling like a rock. Now they're 5.2 seconds back.
Oh, we got a wreck back here, Rudy. I think it's Len McNeese.
No, not Len. Len's all by himself back here.
I'm looking for it. It's John Estes. The 72 machine.
Let me go back and see what happened. I did see somebody cut down, but I thought it would look like him and James Hickson coming to pit road. Yes. Oh, I see what you're saying. Hickson cut down to go to pit road, and I think Estes must have probably backed off the gas to head to pit road with Hickson.
Yeah, and Terry Belanger ran him over from behind, and that's what caused him to spin.
Oh, man. What a bummer for some of these guys, man. I don't know if they're not communicating or what's going on.
That's what that looked like right there. He didn't let the guy behind him know that he was going to make a pit stop. It might even have been a last-second thing because Hickson was going in. But, yeah, he got run over from behind. And now we got the front four up here racing 2 wide.
Get Tom Clayton up on the high side, working with Kevin Cornelius. And right now, he's out ahead of Vincent Benny. See if he can keep it there to lead a lap. He has not led a lap yet today. Coming to the tri-oval here. Let's see if he's got enough. Yeah, he's got enough to stay ahead of him. And him and his partner come down in front of Vincent. And Tom Clayton in the lead.
And these guys have pulled to a 4-second lead over the rest of the field and pulling away fast.
Yeah, Koch is 4.7 seconds back. And the next one is Mark McFadden, which is 7 seconds behind that leader. Man, they need a caution, don't they?
Yes, sir. The field's getting extremely spaced out now.
And we
Pretty
mean
much
that
a 4-car race right now.
we mean that in the racing sense. Spaced out.
Yes.
I wanted to clarify that, you know. We didn't mean like out there, like, you know, spaced out in the head.
Well, there it is, Rudy. There's the caution.
Yep. Oh, Chuck Shaw involved in that. And it looks like John Estes, I think. Oh, let's see what we got.
John
here.
Stanley.
Or John Stanley, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it looks like the same thing we saw happen earlier to get David Danforth. He just turning in a corner and the back end come out from behind him.
Oh, yeah. And I'm just kind of wondering now, because, you know, even if you went back and looked at that one from earlier, uh, the air might, I wonder if he's taking the air, the guy behind him is taking the air off of him, and when he tries to cut it down, it's just making it that loose. I mean, I don't know. Anything's possible.
That was definitely the culprit.
Yeah, the way they got the aero package on these cars now, it's just unbelievable. It's not even real. Not even close to being real. All right, they're back up here, and Tom Clayton's going to be in charge.
Caution number 4.
Tom won the last 4 races with us at GAC. He's been on fire. Yeah. Yeah, he is. He's been pretty hot.
With 60% fuel, Scott, do you think they can make it with this last pit stop? My math ain't adding up.
No, 40 laps. No way they can go that far on 60%.
I don't think so. I don't think. Yeah, they could barely make that. I think on a full tank.
It would be close on a full tank. I don't think they could make it on a full tank. I think they'd be about 2 laps short.
Well, look like all of them's going to be coming to pit road.
Yep.
At least the first 8 cars, top 8. Well, a lot of them's coming.
Hickson stayed out. McFadden stayed out. Gary Shank stayed out. John Estes stayed out. Tim McNeese.
Tom Clayton taking on right side tires only, gas and right side tires only, and he's off on pit road now.
Well, that's pretty much about all you would need to do. I surely wouldn't take 4 tires.
There was several cars here on pit road that took 4 tires, Rudy, and I don't know if that's going to, it was, basically it'll help them, but I probably would have grabbed the right sides and went on and saved that last for the next pit stop.
Well, them front guys, they really didn't have nothing to lose, you know, by doing that. I can see that now. Because the rest of the field was so far back, it really wouldn't have mattered. But they pretty much come out the way they came in, but they're all going to be coming out behind Mark McFadden again.
Well, I'm only showing 13 cars on the lead lap, so, I mean, you're right. They didn't have much to lose there.
Right. Well, Gary Shank should get the wave by. I believe. Yeah. Well, I don't know. He's right behind our leader, but he should. He's the first car a lap down and has not pitted yet.
Yeah, he won't get the wave if McFadden doesn't pit.
Yeah. And he's coming to pit right now.
Yeah, he's going to go in because McFadden's not going to pit. Tough break for Gary Shank, but that's racing. Tony Gray just took it behind the wall, Rudy. Another one bites the dust.
And that was another one of the new guys, too. Yep, so we're down to 20 drivers left in the race. See, out of... We had 24 start, so we've lost 4 drivers.
It's not too bad for Daytona this far into the race.
And Gary Shank took 4 tires and a tank of gas, and he's off pit road.
I think somebody sprayed a half a can of Lysol in our house. My God, that stuff makes me sneeze so bad. Sorry, I can't quit sneezing now.
At least you know it'll be disinfected, right?
Yeah.
The nose or his house?
Both, I think.
Both.
Yeah.
I was just pulling up the schedule here. I wasn't prepared tonight due to all the pre-race stuff, but looks like we're heading to Charlotte Motor Speedway for these boys next week, Rudy.
Ooh, very interesting.
And we'll be off to Dover. That'll be a wild card race for these guys.
Oh, yeah.
And being we've only had one race, Tom Clayton won it, so he's your points leader coming into tonight.
Yep. Isn't that funny that we have a Mark McFadden in chat here, and he's Mark McFadden from the USA, and he's watching Mark McFadden from Canada. Isn't that weird?
That's the world we live in.
Yep. That's kind of cool though that he's actually in our chat, okay, watching Mark McFadden from Canada run. That's really awesome.
I think I've raced with the other Mark McFadden in either the IndyCar series or the Legends series, one or the other.
Yeah.
I've seen a Mark McFadden too, if that's him.
Yeah. That's his name on here on chat. I don't know about his iRacing name, but I would say it's probably 2 on there as well. This one here is Mark McFadden, you know.
Well, here we go, Rudy. Lights are out, and the pace car is about ready to duck onto pit road.
All right.
We'll have 37 laps to go, basically at the halfway point here at Daytona, and the green flag is out, and we're back under racing conditions. Better start for both lines this time, but that high line didn't go again, and Mark McFadden pulls away with the 17 pushing. Clayton tucks in into third on the bottom side with Justin Rogers just behind him. Here comes David Gainforth, Rudy.
Yes, sir. He's working his way back up into contention here. Does drive on by Michael Campbell. Michael up on the high side. Nobody going with him.
Nope, hung out. He's going to get steamrolled, too. He's going to lose a lot of spots.
Oh, yeah. Boy, others closing in. Jeffrey Koches is closing up on the rear of Paul Cohen there. And he's not even going to be able to get in there.
That's what happens.
Yeah, right now he seems to be holding on pretty well, but
the sooner he can get tucked back in, the better, though.
yeah, because he's got a Terry Bellinger coming with a full head of steam here, and if he's going to get down, now's the time to do it. And
he doesn't look like he...
No, don't come down now.
I was going to say, it looked like he wasn't going to come down.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, I would have come down, yeah. Oh, well.
Yeah, because you take a risk of being that last car on this big, long line of cars, losing that draft.
Yes, sir. Justin Rogers running in fourth, right behind Tom Clayton. And David Gainforth in fifth, and he's got something to say about Tom Clayton coming out here and winning every week. He's saying, hey, this ain't going to happen now. But you know, we were talking about that last season there. David Gainforth won one race all season and won the championship.
Consistency.
Yep. Finished in the top 5 almost every week. I think he only had 1 or maybe 2 bad races the whole season.
I know he had 8 top 10s. Yeah. I want to say 6 top 5s out of that.
Yeah, he had a great season. You know, I mean, it's like And if you remember correctly, I think it was the last race of the season. All he really had to do was start and part, and he wound up he went out and he finished like in the top 5. He wasn't just going to lay down and just take it easily. He wanted to go out and race it up. He had nothing to lose.
Well, he's definitely bounced back from his 14th place finish in the opener, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Finds himself in the top 5, running 5th right now. This big long line of cars.
Terry Bellinger's caught up to them guys. Michael Palmer now in 10th, working with Michael Campbell. The Michael and Michael show. Let's see if they can get up there and caught up to them guys. Looks like they're closing up on them.
Challenge for the lead, Rudy, the 17 on the high side.
Yes, sir. It looks like he might get it here through the tri-oval. Oh, McFadden's gonna. Oh. No, he didn't get it.
And now he's gonna get hung out. Kevin Cornelius gonna get hung out now.
He tried but didn't make it.
All for nothing.
I can't believe how many guys have fallen out of the server tonight, man.
We got a caution, Rudy.
Oh. Well, you're good at catching him. Oh, James Hickson involved in it. He's going to come up. Oh, man, almost come up in front of a bunch of cars right there. That would have been bad.
Yeah, James Hickson, he said that he got a little bit loose. He's on the radio now.
Right there, going into turn 1, is it? Yeah, right into turn 1. Pretty much almost the same thing as we seen with Gainforth at the beginning. He just really come right down the hill, man.
Car just broke loose on him. He almost got into the 84, it looked like. Or it might have not been the 84. That's McNeese.
Yeah, that was Gary Shank. He just barely caught the back end of him. But then when he comes back up onto the track...
Oh, it was 56. He hit the 56 first. And then it broke loose on him. He come down and hit the 56.
Man, there were some close calls right there by them guys. He's going to have a lot of damage on Hickson's car if he can make it to pit road and get that looked at. But
I don't know how Gary Shank got by that.
He did get clipped in the back corner just a touch, and it was just enough that it kind of wiggled the car, but not enough to really upset it that he had to, like steer it all over the place to get it.
And speaking of the 84 Lim McNeese, he did a great job, as did the 7 and the 72, of avoiding Hickson when he was coming back up on the track. That was awesome driving.
Well, everybody's coming to pit road this time.
Yeah, Mark McFadden definitely needs to. And I think, well, I'm pretty sure they might be able to make it from here. I don't know. It's going to be close. I think it's going to be close.
Yeah, 60% fuel.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be real close from here on out.
30 laps.
With these extra caution laps, they might be able to do it. One more caution, they'll probably definitely be able to do it.
Right side's up on Mark McFadden's car. Left side's up. He's gassing and he's off pit road. Looked like Justin Rogers was beat them all off pit road.
Well, Jeffrey Coaches,
he stayed out.
Yeah, he stayed out to lead that lap. I think that's how you spell Cochise. Yeah. No, with the E on the end. Coaches.
It's Coaches.
Yeah.
I assume anyway.
Well, I'm sure if it was wrong, Paul would tell us that it was wrong. Is it Jeffrey Coaches, Paul? He's in chat, I believe. He's still in chat.
So who do you guys pick to win this thing? You think Mark McFadden's got a shot at it, or Tom Clanton, or Justin Rogers?
I think a lot of these different guys have a shot at it with so many laps left. I've run so many races here, there's still a lot to happen.
Yeah, a lot can happen, but I'll tell you what, the way Mark McFadden's been staying out there, If he can be out there at the right time, it's coat chess. Coat chess. Okay? There's no T in it.
Well, he stayed out again, so he's going to be your leader.
No, I'm saying Mark McFadden. No, he's telling Paul's telling me it's called coat chess.
That's what I'm telling you. He stayed out. He didn't pit.
Yeah, I'm talking about Mark McFadden. I'm just kind of wondering if he can stay out there and be at the right place at the right time, he could be our victor. He's been doing this at the right time. So now that maybe if he's pitted at the right time, which it looks like he may have pitted again, just to top those tires off or the fuel off, and that's what's going to be here. It's all going to come down to a fuel mileage here if they can make it the rest of the way.
It's showing him back in 13th position right now. Last car on the lead lap.
Co-chess. Co-chess is what it's called. Yeah, Paul's telling me, and he said he's typing coat, C-O-A-T, chess, but he said without the T. Co-chess. Co-chess, okay.
It's a heck of a name.
And he's your leader.
Well, we have a guy that another league I broadcast for. It's C-O-C-H-E-R, and it's pronounced Cucker. But like it's a U instead of an O. Cucker. And it's not a K, it's an H. It's a C-H. It should be Cutcher. But he said it's pronounced Cucker. Okay.
How many cautions does this make, Rudy? 5?
Let me look here. Yep, number 5.
How many laps?
We got 29 to go.
No, how many caution laps?
Oh, 18. 18
Felt
laps
like a bunch.
out of 46. Not one of their best showings here because GAC knows how to get around these places and do it well. So I don't know. It could be a tribute to the server because we've seen some really odd things happen today. It could be the setup, maybe. I don't know. With the little, like you put it, Daytona gremlins that are happening to the guys out here, because we just seen it again here just a few minutes ago. So I don't know. There's a combination of things here. Maybe it's the weather, daytime. The setup maybe was set for night, and the track was put up a day. I don't know. Don't know any of them specifics.
Well, get us going, Rudy.
Okay. Jeffrey Cochess going to be bringing him to the line.
Give you a chance to say that name one more time.
Yeah. I need to practice on that one. All right, pace car heads for pit road and a quick green, and we're off and going. Oh, man. The outside line went that time pretty good, but it's still not going quite as good as the inside line.
17 had to check up. He almost ran over the 101 at David Gainforth.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, Paul. I think maybe they ought to think about rerunning this because there's been all kinds of weird stuff going on in this server tonight. And, I see this every now and then. I see some weird server things, and, I've even had trouble just broadcasting it. Like, the whole field disappear from the track. The whole field be gone. And I'm like, where did everybody go? And then pretty soon here they're all back. And, just weird things. I guess it's from time to time, we do have trouble with electronics. Pretty well there, don't you? Oh, my God. My head's not with me today. I don't know what's going on.
Scott,
sorry.
it's It's all right, Rudy. It's been one of them
Who's going
kind of
backwards?
days.
Paul Cohen going backwards. We got another crash here, folks. Let's go back and see what happened here. Paul Cohen here, not sure. Well, he was running really good too. And there's that steering gremlin again. Goes
Got
into the
down on the
turn.
apron.
Yeah, but it turned down like really odd. If you go back and look at it, when he went into the turn, it's like he turned the wheel, and it just the back end started kicking around on him. And then he caught the apron, and yeah, that totally upset the car. Wow, I don't know, some weird stuff going on here, Paul.
Sounds like an unstable setup.
Oh, and the 72 going around. Oh man, John Estes. That's actually what brought the caution out, actually. Yeah.
Was Estes?
The leader has wrecked by himself.
What?
Really?
The 22 car of Jeffrey Cotras wrecked into the backstretch wall.
Coach has.
He said he sneezed and turned his wheel.
Oh my. Well, we're on him right now. Let's see what happened.
He sure did. Hard, too.
That
Nobody hit
sneezing-
him.
That sneezing stuff will get you.
Wow.
Yeah, he's on the radio channel and they're having a big laugh about it now that he sneezed and turned the wheel.
Wow, that was a powerful sneeze.
That's a Sammy Sosa sneeze.
I'm telling you.
Anybody remembers that? He put himself on the DL for 15 days one time when he sneezed.
Whoa! Oh my. Well, the good thing is he didn't get into anybody else. That's the good thing. Well, he'll be back up in the lead, but going to have a little bit of right front damage, I believe, on that car. Let's go up and see.
Oh, yeah, he'll have to go and use his reset.
I don't even see any damage. I don't even see it.
He's got rear damage, Rudy.
Yeah, left rear damage, definitely.
How did he get that? He didn't even hit the rear, he hit the front.
Somebody
sure.
got into him. There was another car spinning. I didn't catch the car number, but another car was spinning as he was trying to ride it.
Okay. Wow. And I'm not
Just them
even,
gremlins.
I'm not even seeing any rear damage. Oh, left rear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, left rear.
Okay, gotcha. Yep.
He's got to have some right front damage, too, as hard as he hit that wall.
All I'm seeing is just, oh, okay, I see it now. Just the splitter's got just a tick of damage in it, so, yep. The splitter and the bumper. It's got just, I mean, I don't even think it would have even affected in any way. But he's coming down. He's coming down pit road. That's going to give the lead up to Vincent Minnie.
Oh, Vincent.
Steve wants me to interview Jeffrey.
And he has got a repair left, so he just straightened out.
Let's do it, Rudy.
Yeah, once he gets going here, I don't want to disrupt him while he's on pit road.
He's leaving pit road at this time.
Yeah, let's see if we can get a word in with him here. Stupid thing. I'm so sick and tired of this. I got to figure out something different. This Windows volume thing, it'll lock right up if you leave it open. Jeez, oh man. Alright, let's see if we can get a word in with him.
Or
Jeffrey Coaches, you got a copy. Now they're going to tell me you don't have a mic.
No, he was talking, Rudy.
Jeffrey Coaches, you got a copy?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Well, brother, we've seen all kinds of weird things going on out there on the track. Can you fill us in on what happened to you?
Yeah, I sneezed and I turned the wheel.
Well, that's what I was hearing up here in the booth, but you know, I want to kind of get the clarification from you. You use your reset now, and you think you got enough to get back up to the front here?
Oh, I'm not worried about that. I'm just out here for fun.
Well, all I can say is that must have been one powerful sneeze.
I don't even know where it came from.
All right, well, good luck, brother. Go get him and try to get back up to the front. One powerful sneeze.
Oh, the lights are out, Rudy. We're ready to go back to racing.
All right, well, let's see. We got how many laps to go? We got 23 to go. This is caution number 6.
We've had quite a few cautions tonight. We've paced enough. Hopefully we can do a little racing here to close this thing out.
Yes, sir. Let's see. That's been, yeah, we paced for 21 laps out of the 52, so that's almost half of the race.
Last time we saw Terry Belanger up there, he was on the bottom, and he didn't go when the green flag came out. We'll see what happens this time. This time going to be led to the flag by the 71 of Vincent Binney. No better time than late in the race to show your hand and be up front.
Yes, sir. He's been up there for 14 laps, so.
Pace cars off. And those quick green flags continue to fly, and we're racing again at Daytona. This time, both lines go, but I don't think Belanger's going to have enough. If he can tuck in there, that'd be the smart play.
Yeah, and to come in between, which you can't now because McFadden closed that gap up big time.
Yep, Clayton trying to get to that bumper, the 29. He's got no help. I think they're going to get hung out, Rudy.
Well, they're still hanging in there, but my guess is, yep, Clayton drops to the bottom in that hole. And Bellinger, yeah, Bellinger's going to get hung out to dry now.
Elvis going to have to fall to the back.
David Gainforth comes into 5th. I hate it when it's Gainforth into 4th.
Oh, he's getting close.
Yeah, he's getting close. It looks like him and Kevin Cornelius might be looking to the outside. I don't know. I think they jumped out there just a little too quick. They kind of lost that draft.
Yeah, we haven't seen anybody have success on that high side yet today, Rudy.
No, unless it's on a start of the race or something, no, we haven't.
And you know what? It's real surprising because usually that top line comes in pretty quick here, guys.
Could have something to do with the setup. We've seen a lot of guys breaking loose tonight, so they could be afraid to drive it in there hard on that high side.
That could be. John Stanley back here in 8th, Michael Palmer 9th, and Jeffrey already back up into 10th. So that big powerful sneeze he had, right now is when he needs it. Maybe that'll boost him up to the front.
I'll tell you what, the front's only 3 cars.
Yeah, they're definitely pulling away from the field. I just wonder how long it's going to be before Tom Clayton loses that draft because, you know, 2 cars work a whole lot better than 3.
And I was just about to say, McFadden's pushing him there, so they're trying to pull away from the 66.
We got a
Man,
spin.
we got somebody wrecking.
Uh-oh.
Justin Rogers into the inside retaining wall.
Ow! Oh my, did he ever hit that a ton? Let's go back and see what happened. No caution. Probably while I'm watching this, there'll be a caution. 99% of the time there is.
I'm watching up front here, Rudy.
Okay.
Top three are still breaking away by themselves.
Oh, man.
Gainforth and Cornelius are trying to catch up, but they're about a half second to a second back.
You know, again, it just like, man, that's really weird how this stuff's coming out of this. I've never seen anything like this before.
Well, he sure shot hard to the left real quick.
He did catch the yellow line, though, and that could have been what drew him down like that. But, yeah, I don't know, man. Some weird stuff. But he catches that inside wall, and he just goes like a top. Just around and around and around.
We got more cars wrecking. We got a wreck. 22's in it. We don't have a caution, but they're on track. The 12 and the 22 back here. And there's the caution.
There's the caution. Well, let's go back and see what happened on this one.
You called it, Rudy.
Oh, I just got done with that one. Oh, right there's what happened. Looks like Michael Palmer. No. There's that cut down again.
Yep, car broke loose again on that high side.
Yep. Goes up high. It looks like he might have tried to cut it a little quick. Man, oh man.
31 went up and got into the 22.
Dang, I'm telling you. The 22.
Seventh caution of the evening from Daytona.
I don't know. These guys, man, I don't know if it was me. I'd almost think about rerunning this race because something's just not right. I don't know what it is. Something's just not right. That's just my opinion. I'm, not my league. I'm just saying that's just my opinion, man. I would think, matter of fact, I think I would just like everybody leave. We're rerunning this race.
Yeah, I don't think Vincent's going to want to pull over. He forget who's out front, Rudy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the guy runs the leagues, leading the race.
Well, this is just making it all that much better for like Mark McFadden. Tom Clayton's right there. He's been doing a lot of winning lately. David Gainforth, Kevin Cornelius coming up into the hunt of things now.
What position's Gainforth in, Rudy?
Fourth. You just had to do that, didn't you? Terry Bellinger.
That 4 times.
No. Terry Bellinger in 6th. Paul Cohen 7th. Got the lap down car of John Estes in between him, and he gets the wave by. Gary Shank in 14th. It looks like he's heading for pit road here. No. Sorry, my bad. He's past pit road. Looked like he was cutting down there.
Been quite the night for John Estes. As it has been for many guys tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Well, now, Robert, I'll answer your question now. As long as the 71 doesn't make a mistake, I don't see anybody getting by him because I haven't seen anybody be able to put it together on the outside yet.
Well, I think that Tom Clayton and David Gainforth might have something for it. I've been watching them 2 cars. Tom Clayton, he hung in there as that 3rd car, running 3rd there for a few laps. He just didn't have no health. If him and Gainforth get together, I think that's going to be a totally different story here.
Well, you're going to have the 66 lining up behind the 71 and the 101 lining up behind the 48. So we'll see how it all shuffles out. And I'm sure the 17 is going to have something to say about it. He's actually been working with the 101. So one of these guys in front of him is going to be odd man out.
Well, Paul Cohen and Terry Ballinger has been working good together. There's been a little bit of chatter with Paul telling Terry that he was the man. So I guess they've been working good together. So we'll see.
Well, either way, somebody's going to have to put something together on that high side. And we've yet to see it tonight, so we'll see if somebody can get it done.
Well, there's a couple of racers you guys forgot about, the Michael and Michael show, because those two have been hooked up.
There might be a few sleepers in here, Rudy, that's for sure. We're down to 15 to go, coming to 14 to go. They got to get it done quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't a track now that you're in that 15 to go. This isn't a track you can wait around.
Yeah, and this race just doesn't have that feel to it that somebody's going to just drive from deep in the field all of a sudden and win it.
And I could be wrong, but I think we'll see another caution before this one's over with.
No, you're probably not wrong about that. Cautions breed cautions, and we've had a whole litter of them tonight.
I just went on board Vince Vinny's car, and he's saving gas. He's switching on and off.
Mm-hmm. I kind of wondered if it was going to come down to a fuel mileage race.
So they're watching the fuel gauge then. They're worried.
When was the last time these guys went to pit road? Did anybody take note of that?
About 30 to go, 29 to go, somewhere right around in there.
Yep.
So they're sweating it right now, guys. Lights are going to go out this time. 1 to green.
Well, Paul Zoda's into drinking wine now. He said, to heck with this race and stuff, I'm going to drink some wine.
Watch it from the top of the holler.
There you go. All right, 1 to go.
Well, I got 12 cars left. Where's everybody else?
I'm showing 13 cars on the lead lap with John Stanley being the last car on the lead lap.
Paul saying the server may run out of time before they get the race in.
Oh, yeah, we're down to 8.5 minutes.
Oh, boy, there ain't no way they're going to run 15 laps. I don't know. They could if we don't have any more cautions.
No, actually, we're down to less than 4 minutes. We got 4 minutes and 20 seconds, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's going to run out.
Well, thank you, Paul. I'm glad. And we're trying to, I got Robert in the booth with me, helping me here, trying to show him the ropes here a little bit. He's getting everything, getting set up to start up MaxSpeedTV 2. We'll be able to extend our broadcasting a little bit more.
Well, here we go, Rudy. This is got to be our last restart right here due to the fact that time's running out. Pace car's off. Green flag, and here we go. This is the last restart at Daytona. It's going to come down to a timed race tonight, folks, as we have 3.5 minutes left in this race.
Mark McFadden jumps right out ahead of Vincent Vinny. Didn't waste any time, so you can't say that high side's not going.
Oh, that's on the 71 for not going on the start. That's what happened there.
Oh, boy. Here comes Gainforth on the high side. Him and Terry Bellinger jumping out there together.
It's going to take a big push, and he's not even on the bumper.
And they know time's clicking down real fast here, but boy, Terry's got to stay on his bumper if they're going to get it done.
They're calling 3 minutes left in the race on the radio, Rudy.
Oh, boy. Well, there you go, Paul. They're saying maybe a Thursday night to make this race up or something in the future. Or they're not sure what they're going to do, I don't think. Well, I won't be able to cover that, Paul. Thursday nights for me are booked, brother. Mark McFadden, Vincent Vinny, Tom Clayton. Them three have been hung together like glue for quite a few laps now. Just hung together like they're glued together. Gary Bellinger drops to the bottom and dumps off David Gainforth. Whoa.
That was surprising.
Yeah, Paul Cohen gonna slip by him, so Gainforth stuck there, and now he drops it down in front of the 92. Oh boy, Michael Campbell had to really check up there to keep from getting into the back of him. Oh, Paul Cohen, no!
He goes around.
There's a caution.
Not yet. Still green.
No caution. Wow.
They got him off the track. Still green.
All right.
92 still. No, there it is. And that's going to end the race, Rudy.
I'm sure. Well, already seen what the caution was, so I don't think we need to go back and watch that. We'll stay on this here to see if the server does come to an end and see who's going to win this.
We got 1 minute, 10 seconds.
Yeah, I know usually what they do though is they wait till that lap is complete before they actually shut the server down. So they'll give them the white flag. So we'll just watch for that white flag.
Boy, Mark McFadden got a nice restart there to get out in front of Vince Finney. Guys, he just rocketed on that top line.
Yeah. We may get a chance to talk to the winner. I don't know. It depends on if the server shuts down before we get there, but sometimes it gives us just about enough time to talk to the winner. And I've even been cut off right in the middle of interviewing the winner.
Time's up.
Yep, when time's up, it's up. You can't even finish talking to them. Yeah, Paul's saying it was a tough night. Yes, it was, buddy. Very tough night for everybody out there tonight.
Well, that's weird. It's an hour and 25 minutes, but the clock's still counting.
And they're saying that the race is complete this time.
I haven't been given the official white flag yet, so... And it will pick it up.
I don't know what's going on. It's past the time. It's 1 hour and 26 minutes, and the official race was slotted for an hour and 25 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, it'll take it to... I would imagine they'll get the white flag this time.
Well, I'm showing 2 minutes, 23 seconds left remaining.
Yeah. We'll see how it's going to play out here. I'm kind of thinking that, yeah, they'll get the white flag right here. If that's the case, we're going to jump down there real quick and try to get a word in with somebody, I think. I don't know. No, I'm not going to do that. Because that's come back to bite us, hasn't it, Scott?
Yes, sir. Came back to bite me.
Yeah.
Like I said, of course that would happen the one night you're gone. And you had just done it the night before, but it was ending under caution, so I didn't think it was a big deal, and then all that stuff happened.
Yep.
Guy was black flagged, and he wouldn't race. Interview got extremely awkward.
Well, I'm still not getting the white flag yet.
Nope. I've never seen it go past the time and not shut down.
Yeah, it will.
I'm showing 1 minute, 22 seconds.
That's weird. because I'm already showing over.
Yeah, a long time coming for Mark McFadden. Just being out there like that, really, boy, it was a great restart. Got ahead of Vincent Vinny, and he'll bring home the win here tonight for sure. We're not going to be going back green. Boy, it's just been a caution-riddled night here tonight. This being caution number 8. And in 67 laps, man, that's really bad. But a lot of Daytona gremlins tonight. We've seen some weird things happen in the server tonight. Just guys spinning for absolutely no reason. Just going into the turn and just self-spin. We've seen them catch the apron where I've never seen these guys catch the apron. We've seen guys spinning in front of other vehicles. Just weird things. Guys sneezing and hitting the wall. Poor Jeffrey.
How hard is that to do?
Well, I could imagine that might not be too hard, you know. Well, they get the white flag now, and I wouldn't doubt if it goes white and right to checkered here when he crosses the line.
Well, I'm showing 0 on my clicker.
Yeah, okay, one more lap. Yeah, one more lap.
Well, guys, I'll go ahead and get this out of the way. I appreciate y'all having me up here in the booth, and looking forward to kicking off next week. MaxSpeedTV 2, and they can catch racing any time. Be sure to check out MaxSpeedTV or MaxSpeedTV 2.
All right, thanks, Robert.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for helping, buddy.
Thanks for coming in the booth tonight, Robert. Pleasure having you in here tonight.
No, I'm looking forward to spending more time with you, Scott, over there in that other booth there whenever you get a chance. And like I said, really looking forward with this with Rudy, and he's taught me a lot, and I got a lot to learn. So everybody just bear with me, and we'll see you guys.
All right, see you, Robert.
Thanks, Robert. Thanks for the accident reports tonight, buddy.
Hey, check with me tomorrow morning, and we'll work on some more stuff.
Oh, absolutely, Rudy. I ain't going. I'm just going to let y'all finish up your broadcast here. I'm just going to sit back and listen.
All right, man. Well, Paul's telling me to jump over to their TeamSpeak for the interviews because it's probably not going to happen here.
That's cool. I'll follow you over there.
Okay. Well, the lights are off on the pace car, but now I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work, but because they're not going back green, that was the white flag, and there's the checkered right there. So no green flag. Mark McFadden coming home the winner.
I thought you left.
Me? No. All right. Real quick, we're gonna jump over there in their TeamSpeak, so give us a minute. We'll see you over there, Scott.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, switch me to 10th.
Okay, I'm here, guys. Wow, what a night, huh?
What a nightmare.
Oh my God. Well, first off, I guess we better get Mark McFadden out of the way. Man, I'm telling you what, Mark, congratulations. Well-deserved win.
Thanks very much, Rudy. Thanks very much. Been a long time for me to get one of these wins. I think actually my first ever broadcast win.
Oh, man. Well, I'll tell you what, it was good to see you in Victory Lane. It just, we were wondering if you were going to stay out there. You just got a great restart, jumped right out ahead of Vincent Vinny on that restart. And if you wouldn't have done that, you probably wouldn't be in Victory Lane right now.
No, you got that right. It was just a good start, and it did it again. Probably Dean would beat me that time.
Yep. But yeah, good job. A lot of Daytona gremlins we seen tonight. Scott put it the best that I heard. The gremlins, boy, just got into everybody tonight. We seen some just weird things going on in the race. The best one I think was when Jeffrey sneezed.
Yeah, that was a good one. I thought maybe he was just trying to help us get another spot there for a second.
That
And
was
I forgot to say Gesundheit to him, by the way.
well, but we seen guys like just going like turning to go into turn one. We seen David Gameforth just turn to go into turn one, and the back end just broke loose on him. So we're just weird things that I'm not sure if it was a server thing or what was going on there, but this night was just riddled full of that stuff. So I don't know what you guys are planning on, maybe to rerun the race or what, but. Man, I'll tell you, it was a weird race tonight. But you come out the victor tonight, Mark. Congratulations to you, man. And anybody you want to thank?
First of all, I want to just say that you're right about the cars being goosey-loosey. Michael Campbell and I decided to hook up, and I don't know yet what happened, but he got turned around right there in the first couple laps. So, but no, rerunning the race, that ain't happening. I definitely want to thank GAC Racing and Dean for always putting these great shows on. There's a lot of work to do it week to week. MaxSpeedTV, and to you, Rudy and Scott, really do appreciate your efforts every week. Also to our main sponsor this year, AgassiSpeedway.com, and that is my home track. And our season actually opens up this Saturday night. And also, any fans that are out there watching, we do appreciate you guys coming out here and liking Rudy. Really do that. And one last message to all you men out there. Get your PSA done every year, guys.
Very good. Man, that's awesome. That just sent chills right up my back, Mark.
Oh, well, thanks. I appreciate your help and your words of support to me too, friend.
Absolutely. Well, it's a long road, but you're going to make it through it.
10-4.
All right, let's take a look here real quick, because I got to see the official results. Vincent, you come in second.
Yeah, it was one of them bizarre nights, like you say, Rudy. Totally bizarre. But we was just glad we'd keep the Winn-Dixie Chevrolet up toward the front most of the night. That was our goal, just to try to keep it there. And with all the craziness tonight, it was just you just had to hang on to this car. It seemed like I actually felt the car felt good, but guys were having some problems, and like you were saying there, some glitches, but other than that, the car went good. Mark got a good start there on that last restart, and of course I was on some old tires, and he may have been on old tires too, but he just timed it right and got a real good start. And congrats to Mark and Tommy Clayton there, for patient and good run they made tonight. And that's all we can ask for. We'll take second and move on to next week, I guess.
Well, did he kind of schnooker you on that restart, or just what was the deal there? Because Mark got one heck of a run on that outside.
No, I think I was probably taking more of a nap, Rudy, to be honest with you. I'm not sure. I heard the engine go, and I hammered it when he did, but that thing was just there on like a rail, at that point. And, sometimes that's the way it needed earlier in the race, one restart there. Mine did that, got that good jump. It's like anything, it's kind of a timing thing, and Mark just got it right, and,
Yep.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, well, we did, like you said, we did see some weird things happen tonight, but it was, some of them was the restart. It just seemed like one time the outside line couldn't go or didn't go. The next time the inside line couldn't go or didn't go. So just some really odd things that happened in this server tonight. And we get them from time to time, Vince, and it's a shame iRacing can't fix that, but we know it's the internet. There's a lot of computer glitches that happen. It's a computer. What more can you say? They do have hiccups from time to time. So, but still, all in all, a pretty good race. A lot of cautions, but you come into second tonight, Vince. I guess that's the most important thing. And I don't know if you're thinking about running it, but Mark says no. He wants that victory. So
I guess we'll let Mark have that.
Yeah.
He deserved it.
Yep. He did. He ran a good race, and it's good to see Mark in victory lane. So, but you come in second, and anybody you want to thank, Vince?
Yeah, I'd just like to give a shout out to AgassySpeedway.com there, Mark's saying, and they're starting this Saturday for their big season up there. And Agassiz Speedway, like to thank them, for their support and that, and helping us with this season. And thanks to you and Scott, as always, Rudy up in booth there. And, a great job that you guys do, and people enjoy your guys' commentating. And like Mark, shout out to the fans, follow the Winn-Dixie 71, and a lot of the other guys I'm sure out here too that have their fans that follow, and appreciate them following us, and hopefully they're there every week too watching.
Yes, sir. Well, big news for us. We're going to be starting up MaxSpeedTV 2, so we'll be able to extend our race coverage even more. So kind of wanted to get that out there in case there is some leagues that want their races broadcasted. But he's in the process of learning, and tonight we had Robert in the booth with us, and he's kind of trying to learn the ropes, and he did all right. He was helping out quite a bit, and he's learning how to run the cameras and everything, and learning that it's just not all a piece of cake, So, all right. Well, I was going to let Scott. Scott, you caught up to Tom Clayton there.
Yes, sir. I'll take over. Tom, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Tom. 2 top 3s and 2 races in your brand new start here in GAC League. That's got to feel pretty good, buddy. Tell us about it.
Yeah. We're just tried to stay up towards the front, as long as we could, and keep that track position, because it seemed pretty important here. It's really, really hard to pass unless you get a real good run and you have somebody helping you. So, all in all, I'll take a 3rd place at Daytona any day.
Yeah, how did the car feel on that high side? We saw a lot of people break loose once they got on that high side tonight, and we didn't really see anybody complete too many passes on that high side.
Yeah, it wasn't bad on brand new tires, but once your tires got worn in a little bit, I know I tried to get up there one time, and I almost pushed straight to the wall, with about 15, 20 laps on my tires. So, yeah, you can only do it with new tires, and you got to make it quick.
Well, 2 for 2, 2 podiums. You can't complain. You're going to be the points leader after 2 races. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, shout out to Agassiz Speedway for helping us out this year, and GAC. They put on a really good league over here. Proud to be here.
Well, congratulations on your 3rd place finish tonight, Tom. I'm sure we'll see you again next week.
Thank you, sir.
Ready?
All right. Let's run down through the results real quick, and we'll get the heck out of here. Mark McFadden coming home the winner tonight. Good to see our Canadian brother up there in the lead when the time was right. Brings home the victory. Vincent Vinny in 2nd. Tom Clayton 3rd. Kevin Cornelius in 4th. Terry Bellinger 5th. David Gain 4th and 6th. Chuck Shaw 7th. Michael Palmer 8th. Justin Rogers 9th. And John Estes 10th. Scott?
Michael Campbell finishes 11th. John Stanley 12th. Paul Cohen 13th. Gary Shank finishes 14th tonight. Robert Fuller comes home 15th. Len McNeese finishes 17th. Fred Cook, or 16th, I apologize. Fred Cook 17th. Jeffrey Coaches, is that how you say it? 18th. James Hickson finishes 19th. Tony Gray 20th. Rolando Arroyo 21st. Don Steves 22nd. Timothy Kelleher 23rd. And Paul Soda rounds out the field in 24th. Ready?
All right. Well, again, thanks for watching here tonight, folks, and congratulations to our winner, Mark McFadden here at GAC at Daytona with a lot of Daytona gremlins, as Scott put it. That was very well put. I like that. But and Mark McFadden also captures the most laps led tonight, too. I didn't throw that out there. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching, and we will see you tomorrow night for Maximum Speed Racing. Until then, folks, stay safe.
Have a good night, everybody.